Minute Tuesday, guys. This is not a drill. But before we get to the point, Dark Horse HQ is coming along. As you guys know, we made a move and we've been slowly improving the facility and everything that we've got in and behind this door. There's a reason that I haven't done a whole lot of filming in there, and it's mostly because stuff has been everywhere. Baby stuff, workshop stuff, gym stuff, and the clutter is getting like pushed out of the way. So I wanted to give you guys a quick, or I guess not really a quick, but I wanted to give you another look into what's going on inside and behind this door. Check it out. All right, as with 2 Minute Tuesday, you guys know the drill. I have exactly 2 minutes. I don't know why. To explain the recovery, let's see if I can do it. Utah, give me 2. Boop. So what is the recovery? Well, the recovery is the movement from what is effectively, as you might think of it, the back of the stroke back up to the front, and it's only that phase of the stroke. And during that phase, we can't actually do any work to the machine. And therefore guess what? We recover. That's why it's called the recovery. We tried to make that one as easy as possible. Actually, I can't take credit for that. There would be hundreds of years of rowing history. Decided to call it the recovery so that you could understand that because you can't do any work from here to here, recover, take your time and relax. So why is the recovery important? Well, I'm going to use this handy little iron rowing sculpture that we have. What happens during the recovery is this guy's effectively in the recovery movement, moving this way, and he's about to catch. That is the moment where, I guess, the blades would enter the water, but on the machine, it's where you get tension on the handle. So the recovery is important because you are sliding forward and you're putting yourself into position to actually get ready to take a stroke. Now that is critical because if we rush during that phase, since we can't do any work to the machine during that time, if we have tension in our bodies, that means that we are spending energy during a phase of the stroke when really we should be collecting ourselves, putting ourselves into position, and getting ready to actually expend energy. Otherwise, this becomes a wasted phase of the stroke, meaning we're dumping energy into a phase that is not going to give us anything in return. So it's a losing battle. And also what happens is that your body ends up in constant tension, meaning more time under tension, which the goal is eliminate time under tension to create efficiency and rhythm. So what should you be doing to make it better? Well, one of the easiest things that you can do is called the counting drill. I'm a huge fan of this drill, and the essentials of this are that you assign lengths of time to each phase of the stroke. Drive gets 1 second, then the recovery gets an allotted amount of time, but you have to distribute that time throughout the entire recovery. Instead of rushing through it, you get 1 second for the drive and then let's say 4 seconds for the recovery. So really your goal is to be able to control the recovery, because by doing that you are controlling the entirety, well not the entirety, but you're controlling a lot more of the movement instead of that effect that people often feel, which is that it's like an out of control hamster wheel when they're on the machine. If you can control the recovery, you can control a lot more of the stroke, and you begin to get that feeling of yin and yang that we are trying to help everybody to accomplish. That moment of turn it off, it's like a light switch, and then turning it on again when it's time to actually apply force to the machine. All right, so that is the recovery. I have absolutely no idea if we pulled it off in under 2 minutes, but I feel like I've been talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I've really avoided saying a lot of the things that I actually wanted to say because of how wordy I can be. So, 2 minutes? I don't know. Did I get it? Maybe, maybe not. But at the end of the day, hopefully this was a brief and helpful introduction into the recovery and why this singular phase of the stroke can be so helpful for you and your athletes when you are on the rowing machine. Guys, thank you for tuning in. As always, this has been another video with Dark Horse Rowing. And if you loved this video, hit that subscribe button up here. And if it's like in your gut, it just feels so right, I want you to hit that little bell, because that makes sure you get alerted every time we come out with a new video. And guys, as always, thank you for tuning in. We will see you on the other side. One second. Just checking the website. Yeah, okay, we're good. Tell me more, Shane. darkhorserowing.com/athlete. It's a program for you to follow along with where you can pull from our entire library of workouts to get better at anything that you want, from rowing for calories, understanding your drag factor, or choosing a specific distance or time or whatever it may be. But that's where we organize all of our content, and we would love to have you join us over there. I am so excited that you guys decided to join me today. We'll see you on the other side.